Welcome back, and moving on to our second segment for today, talking about the usage of technology in education and the latest used when it comes to different means or different process of education. Over the phone, we have with us Professor Salma Ghetany, adjunct instructor journalism and mass communication and executive assistant. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, doctor. First of all, tell us more about the developments, the recent developments that took place when it comes to technology in general in education.
Yes, so in Egypt, as you know, Egypt is the largest educational system in the Middle East. It has millions of students in the primary, preparatory, secondary level, and also in higher education. So over the past 10 years or so, several reform attempts have been initiated by the government in order to advance the levels and the standards of education in Egypt. Starting, we can say, with the launch of the Egyptian Knowledge Bank in 2014, and then with the Education 2.0 project in 2018, that is supposedly going to transform the educational system in Egypt as a whole. But of course, this is requiring a lot of resources and a lot of time to be implemented across the very vast educational system in Egypt. Efforts have been made to advance the infrastructure of the schools themselves in order to be able to adopt these technological advances with the internet and digital platforms and everything. So some schools needed development in order to be able to adopt these technologies. I think you also mentioned the applied technology schools now that foster this partnership between the Ministry of Education and the private sector, corporates and companies, in order to provide, again, very highly advanced and specialized education and training in several technological aspects. We can say that COVID-19 was a very big accelerator for this digitization and educational digital development, because when everyone, of course, was forced to stay at home and be in quarantine, this led the education system to adapt faster to this digitization and to offer resources to students that are found on digital platforms that can help them with studying online or studying at home, and so on and so forth.
And just as you mentioned, even I remember when we were talking about this and how kids can use such a technology by the talking about different means or different techniques that were used when it comes to the interaction programs. Of course, this helped a lot.
Yes, so one of the main advancements in technology, not just in Egypt, around the world, and now this is being accelerated by artificial intelligence and other technological advancements, is the idea of making education more immersive and more interactive, making it more fun, so to speak. So make it more accessible to different students with different needs, educational needs, to cater to a wider range of students with different psychological and cognitive or even physical needs. So all of this is a direct result of these technological advancements. However, this comes, of course, with a lot of challenges, because it can create disparities between students who have access to this level of technology and students who do not. So this is why a lot of efforts are being done on both the public and private sector in order to raise the standard of education altogether.
How far can it help also in the creativity of our children?
It can help a great lot by giving the students the tools they need in order to be creative. So a lot of times you find that students have these very creative ideas or innovative ideas, but they don't have the means to apply them or to present them or to present their viewpoints. And technology allows for that. The digitization and these platforms allow for students to present their ideas in a way that is appealing to others, to speak up their minds, to be creative. And then they have these tools that aid them and help them in doing so. So now AI is set to to act as a co-pilot of sorts or an assistant of sorts with the students, that it can help them brainstorm ideas, it can help them develop nice images or nice text that they can then take and add to with their own creativity and come up with something entirely new and innovative.
Well, when it comes to universities in general and all the students that are using this kind of technology, how far it is adding to them or creating new personality? Sometimes we can see that it is creating something like a young entrepreneurship, right? If you agree with me.
Yes, on the university level, it's a bit different because the scope that is given to students is much larger and they have more flexibility in order to be creative and to present their ideas in preparation for them when they graduate and join the workforce. So university offers them this sort of platform to speak up their minds and be creative. And these tools help them become more mature and become more expressive, and give them what they need in order to perfect what it is that they, again, want to show or want to create or want to bring out to the world. So a lot of times they have these ideas, they have this character, but they do not have the tools. And such technological advancements have been helping them with the tools, the right tools that they need.
Talking about education in general, and we have seen also the introduction of many of the majors right now that they all have to do with the artificial intelligence and the needs of the future as well. So how do you see this, and how do you see the youth moving forward for this kind of technology, accepting it, wishing to learn more about it? What is the advantage of this? And of course, there must be some of the disadvantage that we need to take care of.
Yes, so of course, artificial intelligence as a subject is not new. It has been taught within computer sciences and ICT programs in universities for quite some time now. Now there is more of a greater appetite for incorporating artificial intelligence programs in other disciplines and other fields, but this is still not has not been like widely adopted. It's still on the level of training, workshops, maybe a diploma here or there, maybe some intensive training on AI tools, but the programs themselves are specialized in computer sciences and engineering and ICT. So with the launch of AI tools for the public, such as ChatGPT and other generative AI tools since last year, actually, more and more a growing appetite for this kinds of tools to be implemented in programs, especially on the university level, has been called for. Students are very eager to use these tools because they can see their potential, they can see how it can help them with their essays, with their creative work, with their study notes, with their summaries, with their editing, everything. But of course, as you said, it comes with a lot of challenges that have to do with copyright infringement, that have to do with privacy of the information or sensitive data. It has to do with the idea of what constitutes plagiarism and what doesn't constitute plagiarism if a student uses such AI tools a lot for help in the coursework or in the university classes. Yeah.
Right, Professor Salma Ghetany, adjunct instructor, journalism and mass communication and executive assistant. Thank you very much for joining us. And with this, we come to the end of our breakfast show for today. Thank you all for joining us. Stay tuned for more coming up on Nile TV International.